Hello, Patriots. The world has changed overnight. Saturday night's precision bombing raid on Iran was not only justified, it was masterfully carried out. This moment represents the return of American strength on the world stage. You know, the Biden administration spent years projecting weakness, appeasing rogue regimes, and letting our enemies grow bold. But now, with a single swift and surgical military strike, the tide has turned. Now, let's be clear. Iran has been the puppet master of chaos in the Middle East for decades. From funding terrorism across the region to openly threatening Israel and American allies, the Iranian regime has acted with impunity. They've attacked our troops through proxies. They've backed the Houthis, who target U.S. ships, and they've pushed their nuclear ambitions while laughing at so-called diplomacy. That ended Saturday night. For the first time in a long time, Iran felt the consequences of its actions. And here's what made this raid different. It was smart, it was targeted, and it was bold. No endless war, no drawn-out conflict, just cold, hard consequences. That's how peace is earned in that part of the world, through strength, not handshakes. Those who say this was provocative or escalatory, the truth is the exact opposite. Peace, through strength, isn't just a slogan. It's a proven doctrine. Reagan knew it. Trump embodied it. And Saturday night's strike reflects the same principle, that peace is preserved not by appeasing tyrants, but by making them afraid to act. But you can bet the Washington Democrats will raise hell because it was President Trump who ordered the strike. If it had been Biden, they would have shouted that it was the greatest act of leadership by an American president in history. But their Trump derangement syndrome just won't let them tell the truth. You know, we saw a lot Saturday night. That wasn't warmongering. It was leadership. And make no mistake, this raid will send a message not just to Iran, but to every bad actor watching. The United States will not sit on the sidelines while our allies are threatened, while American service members are attacked, or while a radical regime plays games with nuclear fire. This moment will be remembered, not for destruction, but for deterrence. This strike was the beginning of something bigger, the restoration of order in the Middle East. When evil regimes are humbled and peace-loving nations can breathe easier, the world is better for it. We're not interested in endless entanglements, but we are interested in winning. And last night, America won. In fact, the world won. Let's hope that this is the start of a broader course correction, one where strength replaces weakness and decisive action replaces diplomatic dithering. We don't want more war. We want a world where war isn't necessary. And sometimes to get there, you have to stand up and say enough. Saturday night, we said it loud and clear. Watch the following clip from the Pentagon briefing and share your thoughts in the comments.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. Last night, on President Trump's orders, U.S. Central Command conducted a precision strike in the middle of the night against 3 nuclear facilities in Iran, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan, in order to destroy or severely degrade Iran's nuclear program. And as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs will demonstrate, it was an incredible and overwhelming success. The order we received from our commander-in-chief was focused, it was powerful, and it was clear. We devastated the Iranian nuclear program. But it's worth noting the operation did not target Iranian troops or the Iranian people. For the entirety of his time in office, President Trump has consistently stated for over 10 years that Iran must not get a nuclear weapon. Full stop. Thanks to President Trump's bold and visionary leadership and his commitment to peace through strength, Iran's nuclear ambitions have been obliterated. Many presidents have dreamed of delivering the final blow to Iran's nuclear program, and none could until President Trump. The operation President Trump planned was bold and it was brilliant. showing the world that American deterrence is back. When this president speaks, the world should listen. And the U.S. military, we can back it up. The most powerful military the world has ever known. No other country on planet Earth could have conducted the operation that the chairman is going to outline this morning. Not even close. Just like Soleimani found out in the first term, Iran found out when POTUS says 60 days that he seeks peace and negotiation, he means 60 days of peace and negotiation. Otherwise, that nuclear program, that nuclear capability will not exist. He meant it. This is not the previous administration. The President Trump said no nukes. He seeks peace, and Iran should take that path. He sent out a truth last night saying this: any retaliation by Iran against the United States of America will be met with force far greater than what was witnessed tonight. Signed, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Iran would be smart to heed those words. He's said it before, and he means it. I want to give recognition to the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Joint Staff, General Eric Kurilla at CENTCOM, who did a phenomenal job, he and his staff, all of CENTCOM. Policy across the board, this was a joint effort, and across the Pentagon effort. I want to recognize the pilots who flew those bombers, who flew those fighters, who flew those refuelers, warriors. I want to recognize the sailors on those destroyers, in those subs, on those carriers, warriors, all of them. I want to recognize our soldiers doing air defense, base defense, QRF, warriors, all of them. Every American involved in this operation performed flawlessly. And I want to give recognition to our allies in Israel as well. This is a plan that took months and weeks of positioning and preparation so that we could be ready when the President of the United States called. It took a great deal of precision. It involved misdirection and the highest of operational security. Our B-2s went in and out of downtown Tehran, of these nuclear sites, in and out and back without the world knowing at all. In that way, it was historic. A strike that included the longest B-2 Spirit bomber mission since 2001 and the first operational employment of the MOP, a massive ordnance penetrator. The mission demonstrated to the world the level of joint and allied integration that speak to the strength of our alliance and our joint forces. As President Trump has stated, the United States does not seek war, but let me be clear. We will act swiftly and decisively when our people, our partners, or our interests are threatened. Iran should listen to the President of the United States and know that he means it, every word. I want to give congratulations to our Commander-in-Chief. It was an honor to watch him lead last night and throughout, and to our great American warriors on this successful operation. God bless our troops. God bless America. And we give glory to God for his providence and continue to ask for his protection.